Hello, Farhad. How are you?
Thanks. How are you? I'm
I'm
good.
fine. I'm fine, thank you.
Firstly, may I call you Petra during the
Yes,
interview?
please, please,
Of course.
yes. um, so it's wonderful to hear that because I saw on Facebook of this project you're doing in with the Windsor. Is the Windsor Philharmonic Orchestra?
The project is with Jeffrey Biegel, and the world premiere is in Windsor by Windsor Symphony
Oh,
Orchestra.
okay.
But this is,
Yeah.
group project.
Oh, okay.
So we are searching. Yes, yes. Because
Yeah.
of the COVID-19 and the work features choir,
Yeah.
the orchestra are very, they don't like to involve in this project yet, but they are
Oh,
coming.
okay.
Yes, yes, they are coming. There will be a European premiere, an Asian premiere,
Mm.
and there will be some premieres in US. Um, the project is, it's about a love story, actually, a Persian love story.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I love love stories.
The story is called Bijan and Manije. Bijan is
Yeah.
the boy, Manije is the girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a fascinating story, actually, if you look at it. It's from a Shahnameh. If you heard about the book, Shahnameh is one of the pillars of Persian poetry.
Okay.
It has been yes, it has written in around 1,000 years ago, in
Yes.
10th yes,
Mm.
and so the poet tries to incorporate the ancient Persian stories in a long book. It features, I think it has 55,000 verses. So it's
Oh.
very long. Yes, yes.
Mm.
So this story is very particular. And if you look at all the Shahnameh, all of the love stories in Shahnameh featuring a boy and a girl from countries which are enemies,
Oh.
or different races which are enemies.
Mm.
In this case, Bijan and Manije, Bijan is from Turan.
Mm.
Bijan is from Iran, Manije is from Turan. Turan is, I think, I'm not quite sure about this, but I think it's the eastern part of the Iran, China and Mongolia, etc.
Mm.
But anyway, it's a fictional country. These are mythological stories. And the story it's very long. I don't want to delve to it, but I was inspired by the story rather
Oh,
than
okay.
yes,
Mm.
setting it bit by bit, because it's very long. And
Mm.
anyway, so let me start at the beginning at how this project actually
Yes,
started.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
I was composed a piece called Fantasia on One Note.
Mm.
And, this piece had its world premiere by Peter Jablonski in Sweden.
Mm.
And it's got many good reviews, actually. And I thought to myself, okay, maybe I should send it to other pianists as well. So I start searching for pianists, and one of the pianists that I was found was Jeffrey Biegel, the American pianist.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was fascinated by his, not just by his musicianship,
Mm.
but by his open-mindedness too. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
has so many projects with living composers, mostly for orchestras, actually, piano and orchestra, concerto pianos,
Yeah.
and some of them for choir and orchestra and piano.
Mm.
So anyway, I sent my piece to him and said to him, okay, you can perform it. And after I got the response from him, he said, okay, maybe I send this piece to my students. I said, okay, fine. And then at the end of the email, he said to me, how about a piano concerto? And I said, I didn't expect that at all, actually, when he said that. And I was frightened, actually,
Mm.
because I never had wrote a piano. I never had wrote a piano
Oh.
concerto before.
Mm.
Yes, this is my first one. Yeah, and this is my largest piece actually to date.
Oh,
So
okay.
anyway, yeah. So at first, actually, I want to reject it. Actually, I said to myself, "Oh, I can't do that. This is so frightening." And we are talking, and he said to me, "Okay, what is the subject?" And I was thinking. At first, I was thought about the some paintings and etc. But he told me, "How about the Persian subject?" And the first subject that came to my mind was this love story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The reason for that is that Shahnameh has so many love stories, but this love story in particular, the lovers are so, I don't know how to say that, so naive, let's say. They are just naive, arrogant teenagers, and I thought to myself, okay, the concerto form is the best way to express that, arrogance, that sort of young, bashful naivety, let's say. So I told him about the story and the detail, and he told me, how about writing a piece for choir as well? How about featuring choir as well with the verses from original language, actually. And so I thought to myself, okay, this is risky because this is Farsi. Farsi is not a very common language in classical music, at least. And I told him, okay, maybe we can use it at the end of the piece, like choral fantasia by Beethoven. And he told me, no, use the choir throughout the piece, actually. And
wonderful.
And I told myself, okay, maybe that's it, because the interesting thing is that I always wanted to set the Shahnameh stories to music when I was a teenager, actually. Even before I want to become a composer seriously, I was dreaming about it. And he told me, okay, do that. And that was a frightening start, actually, to me, because this was, as I've told you, this is the largest piece that I've composed so far. It is a 20 minutes, one movement piece. So you have to have good music for choir, good concertant music, and have a coherent, large scale plan.
Oh, okay.
And and so I started to write the piece down, and it took me a while, but yeah, I'm very proud of it.
You did it.
After.
Wow. Yeah. Sometimes we have to be pushed a little to do something, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
But it sounds fascinating. I mean, I'm in love with love, so anything to do with a love story is fascinating for me.
Actually, I have another project called Persian Love. It will be performed in UK. Yeah, it's not a love story, but about love.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you were saying this you did before lockdown?
No. We talked about the project before the lockdown.
Yeah.
But I've composed it during the lockdown.
Oh, okay.
It has been it has been finished now. I'm sort of finalizing, polishing a bit. But it has been generally finished during the lockdown. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the next step now for you? So you were saying that you're going to America with this, in Windsor, they're going to do this, perform this?
They're going to perform this on 2022 and 2023 season. We don't have that exact date yet. I think we will have around a month now, because we have to see the restriction in Canada, how they going to go. Yes. but it will be performed, I think, in 2022.
Yes.
And after that, Jeffrey has talked to some orchestras, and some orchestras are interested in the project right now, but they are not make up their mind yet. You know what I mean? They're not.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. They don't know exactly the date, because you know the COVID has ruined everything. Actually, we have to start up from the bottom. Yeah. And yeah, our next step is the piece is exclusively for Jeffrey for 3 years. So we are thinking about having, as I said, an Asian premiere, an European premiere, and some US premieres in the coming years.
Yeah. And for you now, it's this project is done. Is it for a composer, for example, if you have this all done and you say you have still some finishing touches to do, but now you have to set your piece out and you have to, like you say, find orchestras and find musicians interested in playing that. Is this part for you also a exciting part to do? You know, because you find with creative people that the part of creating is almost the easy part, but then when you start to promote it and you have to start to find out where to find the people to play it, is or do you find that also exciting?
I don't say exciting.
The marketing side of your work.
Yeah, you know, if I haven't had Jeffrey at my side, I couldn't go any further. I really couldn't, because you know I don't have enough experience in that regard. You know, I just started 2 years ago, so he's much more experienced than me. But you know, you have to be prepared for rejection if you want to make your piece. You know, you have to send your piece everywhere. You have to talk to conductors, and you have to wait. The waiting part is the most difficult. You have to wait for months and months and months, and they most of them actually agree to perform the piece, but you have to give them time. And this part is difficult, actually. You want to, okay, come on, so tell me what will happen, but you cannot.
But you say
I wouldn't say exciting, but I don't know how to say that. It is rather it is daunting sometimes.
Yeah,
you have to it's daunting. You have to search everyone. Who is this? Who is that? Who is linked to this? Who is linked to that? So yeah.
Because you also need the specific person who hears it and who likes it and who can see, you know, and so you say Jeffrey had faith in you in that sense. So that's always helpful when you have that. Yeah.
Jeffrey, you know, Jeffrey was very helpful, actually. You know, he even told me how to send an email, you know, what to write.
Amazing. Oh, but that's wonderful. Yeah.
It is wonderful. And he's like a manager to me right now, actually.
Oh, is it?
This
but so where are you based at the moment?
Isfahan, Iran. I'm based in the center of Iran, Isfahan.
Oh, okay. And and do you normally, not in COVID times, do you travel a lot? You know, for your
no. Actually, no. We didn't travel throughout the whole COVID situation, and fortunately, I will have my vaccines around the month from now. My second dose around some month from now. So yeah, it's going to be it's going to be helpful. But you know, I'm a part-time pharmacist as well.
A part-time?
So, you know, pharmacist,
Oh, a
community
part-time
pharmacist. Yeah,
pharmacist.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's interesting. Well, I actually spoke to a conductor the other day, and he was a trained or he's a pharmacist before he became a conductor. What a
Oh, really?
coincidence. Yeah.
Yeah, really?
But the science and the music is so it's closely connected, I think.
I don't know because you know some part of the music is very scientific based. You know,
Yeah.
everything is yeah, logical. Some part of it is not.
Oh, okay.
And yes, so especially you know being a pharmacist, you have to always interact with the, I'm a community pharmacist, so you have to always interact with people. Fortunately, you know, I have so many times for music. You know, I just work 4 hours a day, and that's enough for me right now
Oh, okay.
financially. So
Hmm.
yeah, so
Okay, so you
but
can. So, were you before you started composing? Are you also do you also play an instrument?
yes, yes, yes. I've started learning music when I was 9, actually, by
Okay.
learning Persian dulcimer. It's like Hungarian dulcimer, but the sound is a bit different.
Okay. Mm,
And yeah, I started piano when I was 13,
mm,
and you know I was composing at that time. Actually, I was composed before I go into piano class. So
yeah.
anyway, but it was not serious at all. You know, it was just something amateur.
Mm,
But actually, when it's grow and grow, you know, my love for music, my passion for it grow and grow, and it reached a point that something, okay, I have to do this. Okay, I
yeah.
have to do that. Yeah, and you know, that's when I first met my teacher actually,
Mm,
Saeed Sharifian. If I go back to again, I would have choose his class as well. This
oh,
is one of
okay.
the best decision I've made. Yeah, yeah.
Really? Yeah.
And I studied with him for 5.5 years. You know, harmony,
Mm,
counterpoint, all of the things that you know traditionally composers
mm.
have to learn. And yeah, I play piano and compose and have a pharmacy job. As 3 at the
Oh,
same time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and as a pharmacist, do you enjoy your job? Is that something that you wake up in
I
the morning
was,
and
but
is
not
happy
right
to do?
now. I was, but as the music grow and grow, I hate being a pharmacist more and more.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, not hate it. It's just exaggerated.
Yeah.
But uh,
You don't throw the medicine to the people on the counter. You still hand
no,
it
no,
over.
that's I need to get that PC.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
but
So
you know,
that. Mm.
it's becoming sort of a distraction to me actually.
Oh,
I need it financially right now. I wouldn't in the future. I wouldn't in the future, but right now I have to do that
yeah.
financially. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now tell me on a lighter note, what do you have a hobby or something that you do apart from working in the pharmacy and composing? Is there
Reading
some?
books.
Oh, really?
That's the first thing that yeah, yeah. I'm an avid book reader actually.
Oh, okay.
And many books from philosophy, you know, novels,
Yeah.
poetry, everything.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what I say. And going to restaurants. Unfortunately, we can't do that in the COVID, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
another hobby. Eating in
Yeah.
restaurants.
Oh, that you enjoy as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And do you cook
Very much.
yourself? Do you cook? Do you like cooking as
No,
well? You
no,
don't. Okay, so you prefer a restaurant. Okay, now I understand the love for restaurants. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Uh, but listen, Farhad, it was so lovely to talk to you, and I wish you so much success for this project of
Thank you.
yours. And
Thank you. Thank you.
and you know, I would love to hear the music and the story around it. That would be beautiful, you know, the love story. So I'm
Thank you.
I'm looking forward, and yeah, I'm going to speak to Jeffrey as well
Yeah, of
in
course.
the week. Yeah, so we'll speak about that as well, and I will post this on the Artist Voice, this
Yes,
interview,
yes, yes.
and
I'm following
YouTube.
you right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Of course.
Okay, but
Well, thank you
yeah,
very much.
no, it's a pleasure,
I
and
hope that the European premiere would be in Vienna. I hope that. I don't know.
yes, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Okay, so you
Yeah,
you
yeah.
would have to then we can meet in person when you come to Vienna.
Of course, I would
Yeah.
love to. I would love to.
Okay. Okay, Farhad, and I
Thank
hope
you.
you have a wonderful rest of the day, and hang
Thank you.
in that
You too.
pharmacy, because one of these days you will just be doing your music, I believe.
I hope so.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
Thank you.
so we'll see each other in Vienna.
Of course, I would love
Yeah,
to.
okay.
Thank
Thank you. Bye.
you. Bye. Bye.